Hello everyone, this is part 4 of SQL tutorial where we will be discuss everything about select statement in greater details. So guys, select statement basically we will be utilized with order by clause, where clause, between, in and some logical operator which is and or not. Alright, so basically select statement is used to retrieve the data from the table. Most of the time you will be utilize the select statement only. Alright, so let's go to the MS SQL server where we will be write lot of select queries. So guys, I have successfully opened Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. And in case if you want to launch your MS SQL Azure Studio as well, so you can launch from this particular application itself. So simple, you need to click here on the database section, and here all the database name are listed. So for an example, let's say if I want to work on learning, so I will be right click here and Azure Data Studio, and simple I can click here new query. So guys, we have successfully launched our SQL Azure Data Studio. So simple, you can click on create a connection, and here you can supply your server name. For me, I am using SQL Express, okay, with the help of Windows authentication. So simple, I can click on connect and just enable trust server certificate. And it is launched successfully. You can see here, right? So now you can click on the new query. And here we go. All right. So guys, I really like Microsoft SQL Azure Studio in terms of look and feel. Now let's go to the select statement. So here I want to utilize my learning database. So here I want to show the couple of tables. So select star from EmployeeDB. Okay. And another table is select star from Superstore. So first of all, let me run this. So here you can see I have some details about the employee, just like first name, last name, education, occupation, their grade and yearly income and sales. And this is the hire date and their department ID. Similarly, this is the Superstore data, right? I am utilizing this data couple of time in different tutorial as well. So this is the information about Superstore sales dataset. So guys, first of all, let me tell you what is the meaning of asterisk here. Okay, so the meaning of asterisk here, it means I want to access all the columns from the tables. That's why we required asterisk here. In some cases, if you want to access some specific column, so simple, you can write here, select, let's say I want first name, last name, or maybe I need their grade and sales. Okay, simple sales from employee DB. So simple, you can select this statement and you can run. And here you will see the column which you have passed in your select list. Interesting. And similarly, let's say if I want to find out first 5 record. Okay. So how we can find out the first 5 records? So simple, we can write select top 5. Okay. And whatever the column name I want to supply here, those column will be displayed. Simple, employee DB. And now you can see I am having first 5 record from this table. Very easy. So guys, please keep in mind, I am using MS SQL Server. That's why I am writing top 5. In case you are writing the same command in MySQL, so you don't need to use the top 5. In place of top 5, you need to use the limit 5 only. And this is for MySQL. Okay. So this thing you need to keep in mind. Interesting. So guys, first of all, we will be discuss about order by clause. Okay. Using this clause, we can sort the data either in ascending order or in descending order. Let me give you a couple of examples in order to understand this clause. So here, let's say I want to retrieve all the column from employee DB where I want to sort the data based on the first name. Okay, so let me select this statement and run. And here you can see I am sorting the data based on the first name column in alphabetical order. So guys, right now, order by clause by default work based on the ascending order. If you are passing the ascending order, that's fine. If you are not passing, that is also fine. So here the ascending, which is optional here. Now you can see here I'm sorting my data based on alphabetical order, which is A to Z. But in some cases, you want to sort your data in descending order. So explicitly, you have to supply descending here. Now let me select this statement and let me run. So now you can see I am having the first name, which is starts from W, and my last name, okay, of this table ends with alphabet A. So I am sorting the data in descending order, which is Z to A. So this thing you need to keep in mind. Similarly, what can I do here? I can sort the data based on couple of column if you want. Let me copy this command, and here let's say order by first name in ascending order, and I want to sort my sales in descending order. Okay, so I can supply multiple column. Based on that, I can sort my data set. So simple alphabetical order means Abhishek, which start from A, and another name is also start with A, but the second character is N. But now you can see here our sales is sorting in descending order. That's fine. But in case you have two name that refers to as Abhishek, but the sales is different. So you will have first of all first highest sales and then second highest sales. This thing you need to keep in mind. All right. And guys, remember one thing, sometime, let's say, if I want to utilize here, once again, let's say first name in descending order. So is it valid statement? Let's try to run. So here you can see I'm getting an exception. A column has been specified more than once in the order by list. Okay. Column in the order by list must be unique. So you cannot supply the same column more than one time. Make sure your column name should be unique here. All right. And as I just mentioned, if you are using MySQL, where you can supply this particular command and it will work, it will be sort the data based on first name. Okay. So these are the minor difference. I will tell you in each session if needed. But you need to keep in mind here in MS SQL Server, okay, you cannot supply the same name more than one time. Interesting? Now let's talk about where clause. So using the where clause, we can filter the row based on certain condition. Okay guys, so where clause is very useful to filter the data based on some rules and guidelines. Let's suppose I want to utilize here where clause. Okay guys, so simple, let's say select. I am saying again from the EmployeeDB. Okay, this is my data set. And here I want to filter only those employee whose grade equal to A. So simple, I can utilize here. You can see I am having only those employee whose grade equal to A. How many employee I have? Only 9 rows I am getting. Okay, you can see here 9 rows. Okay, now I want to utilize the logical operator, guys. And logical operators are very, very important in SQL Server or if you are using any other technology as well. So first of all, let me open the Excel here. We have a 3 logical operator, which is AND, OR, and NOT. And here I have input 1, input 2. So for an example, let's say if your first input is evaluating as a true and the second input is evaluating false. So similarly, can be false and this can be true, or either both can be false and both can be true, right? So you need to keep in mind if you are utilizing the AND logical operator, if any input evaluating as a false, then entire output become a false. So this is false. Here my input 1 is false. So again, it is false. Here both are false. This will give you the true when all the inputs are evaluating as a true. Very simple concept. All right. So similarly, if I'm utilizing here in the OR logical operators, if any condition is evaluating true, then entire condition become true. Very simple concept. So here true, here true, and here as well true. Now here, all the inputs are evaluating as a false, then it's become a false. Simple. And guys, in the not operators, so if you are passing, let's say input and output. So for an example, if you are passing true, so not will change to the false. If you are passing false, then it will change to the true. So these are the basic rule you need to keep in mind. Okay. All right. Now let's perform some examples to understand this. So guys, let's say, so from this employee DB, I want to filter only those employee whose grade either A or their grade equal to D. Very simple concept. So earlier we have a 9 rows because we are filtering only the grade A people. Now I want to filter if any employee either grade A or D. Now let me see how many employee I have. So right now I have 14 employee. You can see here. Okay. If you want, let's say, hey, I want the grade D people first at the table. So simple order by grade in D ascending order. Okay. So D will come first, then A will come. You can see here, right? There are 5 people only whose grade D. And there are 9 people only whose grade A. So we have 14 rows. Simple. Similarly, I want to utilize the same this query, and based on that, I want to filter my sales. What is the meaning here? So here I am saying, let's say I want to utilize a grade A and the grade D people, but I want to filter the data based on some sales. So guys, I am saying and, okay, because apart from A and D, I want to filter the another column only for grade A and D. And this is the, let's say their sales is greater than 3000 and their sales is less than 4000 only. Okay. So guys, please keep in mind, I would highly recommend whenever you are using multiple condition, so please utilize the bracket management. It is very easy or easy to read as well. Now let me select this statement and let me run this. So here I am having only 3 employee whose grade either A and D, but their sales also greater than 3000 and less than 4000. Very easy. All right. And simple. And if I am going to, check once again, if I'm passing greater than equal to, so let me see. So right now I have multiple employee with grade A and D and their sales greater than equal to 3000 and less than 4000. Simple. Now let's understand these logical operator with couple of more example. So for an example, here if I am saying where sales, okay, equal to 3000 or sales equal to, let's say, 3805. So what is the meaning of this particular command? So using this statement, I want to filter only a sales which is 3000 or 3805, 3805. Simple. Let me run this. So you can see I have 4 people. Now, in place of or, can I utilize here and? What will happen? So I am looking up person who sales 3000 and their sales also 3805. It is possible. Do you think it will work? Although this particular statement will not raise any error or exception. Let me run this. So here I'm not having any particular rows. It is giving me just header of the data. So guys, now the question is why it will not work. So guys, here you can see it is logical contradiction. So guys, a column sales, okay, simultaneously cannot have 2 different value for a single row. Okay, so I don't have any person or any employee whose sales is 3000 and 3805, right? I don't have any employee. So this is logically impossible because a single value cannot equal to 2 different numbers at the same time. Okay, I hope you understood. But remember, this particular statement will not raise any error, but will not have any output. Okay. Simple concept. So I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say. You can share your thought in the comment box. All right. Now, guys, I want to filter the data based on some certain rules. Let me tell you what I want. So guys, you need to write a SQL query to select the first name, education, occupation, grade, and sales column from the EmployeeDB table. And the query should filter the result to include only those employee who meet all the following conditions. So the first condition is their education is either bachelor's or intermediate. Their grade is either A or D, and their sales are greater than 4,000. Okay. So you can also provide the solution in the comment box, although I am writing the solution here. So you can match accordingly. So select first name and now education, and here occupation. I want grade and the sales. Okay. From employee DB. Now what they are saying, so where their education, okay, equal to bachelor's or the same education equal to with intermediate. Simple. And their grade either A or D. So I will be utilize here and now their grade can be A or their grade can be D. And apart from this, their sales must be greater than 4,000. So very simple concept. Okay. Now let me select this and let me run here. So guys, here you can see I'm getting only 2 rows and it is satisfying only for bachelor, not for intermediate. So what if in the same query, I want to change and to or? Okay. So let me have a look. And now I want to utilize, let's say, or here. Okay. Now let me run this. So guys, here I have couple of rows because I am saying the education is bachelor or intermediate. Yes, I can have those record and their grade is A and D. But now I am saying or their sales is 4,000. So are you understanding why it is coming here? It is coming here because the sales is 4,000, greater than 4,000. All right. So this particular employee coming here because their sales is greater than 4,000. Similarly, why I am having, let's say, for education, because again, their education is greater than 4,000. Okay, guys. So these are the basic things you need to keep in mind. Although now you can sort the data if you want. Let's say I want sales in descending order. Okay, and their grade in ascending order. So you can sort. Simple concept. All right. Now let's perform some of the select statement based on some different data set as I just shown above. So select star from Superstore. Very interesting data set. So guys, as I just mentioned, so we have logical operators, which is and, or, not. I want to utilize these particular operator with between clause or with in clause as well. Very, very interesting. So basically, guys, these particular operator will help you a lot in terms of applying the filter on your SQL table. Okay. So let's suppose here, I want to sort the data based on some subcategory. So here I am using where your subcategory, okay, equal to, let's say I want to supply here art, just an example. And again, I am saying or, again, your subcategory, okay, equal to, let's say tables, and or subcategory equal to phones, or subcategory equal to, let's say, chairs. Okay. And one more subcategory I want to supply, let's suppose storage. And let me run this statement. So here you can see, let me select, some specific column, let's say reason. segment, subcategory, sales only. Now you can see, okay, I am having only those subcategory. Interesting. So if you want to verify I am having only these subcategory, so we can utilize the distant command. So I can say here distant of my subcategory. So I will have only these 5 subcategory. Simple. Okay. But guys, try to understand. To filter the multiple subcategories, I want to utilize the OR operator, which is completely fine. But we can utilize the in-clause operators in case you want to supply multiple conditions on a same column. Let me tell you. And basically, this particular clause you can utilize when you have multiple condition. Example, as I just mentioned, let me paste here. So here I want to filter all the subcategory which I wrote above. So I can supply here in operator, and in the bracket I can supply my all the subcategories. Very simple. And storage. Okay, guys. So it is very easy and neat and clean. Simple. All right. And similarly, if I am saying I want all the subcategory, but except the subcategory. So here I can supply not in. So guys, your in clause always work when any particular row, either art, tables, phone and chairs and storage. Okay, so which means any row is evaluating as a true when I found any of the subcategory. But now I am saying not in. So not will change to true to false. So right now I will have all the subcategory except art, tables, phone, chairs and storage. You can see here. Interesting. Let's understand with a couple of examples. Okay. So here, let's say select star from EmployeeDB where, okay, I am saying grade not in A and D. So it means I want to filter the data except A and D. So simple, you will not have any employee with A and D grade. Okay. Similarly, let's say, as I just mentioned above, if I am going to filter the data where the sales is greater than 4,000. So here, how many record I have? Let me correct the spell. So guys, here I have only 4 rows. But in the same query, if I am saying not sales greater than 4,000, then I will have all the employee, their sales is less than 4,000. You can see. Simple concept. Okay. Now let's understand about the between operator. So guys, what does between operators? Let me write some thought here. So using this operator, okay, we can filter the records within a specified range. Okay, within a specified range. Okay. And guys, please keep in mind, it is a very important, it includes both the starting and ending values of the range. Let me tell you using an example. So here, let's say select star from EmployeeDB, and I want to say where the sales between 3,000 and any specific number I want to supply here. So here both the number will be inclusive, 3,000 also and 3,248 also. So if you are, attending any interview, so sometime interviewer is asking, can you tell me your starting point or your ending point will be inclusive or exclusive when you are utilizing the between statement? So you need to keep in mind here 3,000 and 3,248. Simple. Similarly, let's say same command I want to utilize here. Let me copy and let me paste. And now I am saying where grade, let's say between, just understand between, can I supply here the C and D? C and D. So guys, can you guess what will happen when I will execute this particular command? Between C and D, I don't have any grade between C and D. But as I just mentioned, your C will be inclusive or your D will also inclusive. So I will have only those employee whose grade C and D. Very simple concept. Interesting? Similarly, if I'm going to swap these grade, I want, let's say here the D and here I want C. Now, no record will be displayed, right? Because I don't have any grade between D and C. Okay, guys. So this should be in specific order, in alphabetical order. If you are writing D and C, no, I don't have anything in between. And this will also not inclusive. Okay, so you will not have any particular row. All right, so this thing you need to keep in mind. So guys, now let me write the universal query, whatever we discuss. So as an example, so select star from EmployeeDB, okay? And I am saying where, let's say, grade in A and D, right? So guys, this particular line is just equivalent to the, let's say if you're writing grade equal to A or again the same column equal to B. So both are same. Okay, this thing you need to keep in mind. I am saying and now sales between 3,000 and 5,000. Simple concept. Okay, so both will be inclusive and their yearly income is greater than, let's say I am writing some just random number, 35,000, and their education not in, let's say, high school. I will share this data with you, okay? Master degree. So here the employee in education except high school and master degree. I want to utilize the order by clause, let's say sales in descending order. Okay, now let me run this. So guys, here you can see I have only the employee whose grade A and D. Their yearly income is also greater than 35,000 and their sales between 3,000 and 5,000 and their education except high school and master degree and your sales is sorting in descending order. Interesting? So guys, I hope you understood this query and whatever the query I have wrote above. Really, this particular tutorial will help you to understand everything about the select statement and where I have utilized order by clause, I have utilized top clause, I have utilized logical operators and between and in clause as well. So please practice of this session. And in case if you are finding any particular issue or any challenge to understand any particular query, please let me know in the comment box. All right. And for now, thanks for watching and have a great day.